What ignited the hundreds of metric tons of ammonium nitrate stored in Beirut's port on August 4, 2020? This question has confounded experts and laypersons alike. Was it sparks from welding works, or could it have been an intentional act? The answers remain elusive. Yet, the tragic outcome of the explosion is anything but uncertain. Over 200 lives were abruptly ended, and a wave of destruction swept across the city. The cost of the damage is staggering, estimated to be between $3.8 and $4.6 billion. Though the ignition source remains unknown, the devastating impact of the explosion is clear. How did we get here? The story begins with the arrival of a ship carrying ammonium nitrate in Beirut's port back in 2013. So this ship, burdened with hundreds of metric tons of ammonium nitrate, was impounded and its dangerous cargo stored in a warehouse at the port. This, my friends, was a ticking time bomb nestled in the heart of Beirut. Over the years, multiple letters of warning were dispatched to authorities, echoing the inherent danger of such a storage system. Yet these desperate cries for attention were met with a deafening silence. Meanwhile, the political landscape of Lebanon was marred by turmoil and allegations of corruption. Major political parties, whose presence at the port was conspicuous, came under scrutiny. The clock was ticking, and with each passing moment, the risk of disaster grew exponentially. The ammonium nitrate sat there, in the warehouse, a dormant beast waiting to unleash its fury on the unsuspecting city. Amidst the political chaos and the ignored warnings, the stage was set for a disaster waiting to happen. In the wake of the explosion, Beirut found itself in the throes of an escalating economic crisis. The blast, that left a scar on the city, also shredded the already fragile economy, leading to an unprecedented devaluation of currency, power outages, and essential supplies turning scarce. As dust settled, the magnitude of the devastation became apparent. With damage estimates ranging between $3.8 to $4.6 billion, the port and surrounding neighborhoods lay in ruins. The daunting task of rebuilding fell largely on privately funded initiatives and nonprofit organizations. Yet for many, the means or the desire to return to their damaged neighborhoods simply did not exist. The explosion, however, did more than just shatter the city's infrastructure. It shattered trust in Lebanon's political class. Multiple warnings about the improperly stored chemicals had been ignored, leading to the public overwhelmingly blaming the political class for the disaster. But accountability has been elusive. Questions about the exact cause of the ignition persist. Was it sparks from welding works or an intentional act? Theories abound, fueled by the presence of major political parties at the port and the suspicious timing of the explosion. It happened shortly after the caretaker prime minister received a file on the situation at the port. Could this be mere coincidence, or was there more to it? A year on, the echoes of the blast continue to reverberate, with survivors still seeking answers and justice. The aftermath of the Beirut explosion is not just about a city struggling to rebuild. It's about a nation grappling with betrayal and a people demanding accountability.